What is going on, guys? Today we're going to be going over the 5 worst NHL 19 player ratings versus that player's actual performance in real life. And here we are, NHL 19, everything's finally laid out for us. We've got the overalls for everybody. And we're already looking at right here, David Pastrnak. He's actually not going to make our 5 players list because they did give him an 87. Granted, he could have had a better overall. They didn't completely disrespect him with that 87. Who they did disrespect, though, with an even lower overall is John Gibson. Why? Why is John Gibson an 85 overall? We've already documented John Gibson pretty well. The only goalie with a better save percentage than John Gibson in the last 3 years is Antti Raanta, who surprisingly also got an 84 overall but would not be making this video. But an 85 overall for a guy with a career 923 save percentage. I am not sure at all what he's got going on with these 4 games played right here, but the preseason hasn't started. Is that a postseason stat? I'm not entirely sure. Maybe that's what they went off. That's where they got the 85 overall from. They was like, you know what? Last season, he had an 888 save percentage, a 3.6 goals against average. Yeah, that's an 85 overall. I agree, EA. That is well worth below an 85 overall. What John Gibson's done is not worth well below an 85 overall, considering Jimmy Howard has been irrelevant for I don't know how long. Sorry, Jimmy Howard has an 83 overall. You look and you see guys like Mike Smith with an 86 overall, who honestly has not been playing bad hockey lately, but it's not been better than John Gibson with the 85 overall. Gibson needs at least an 87. You could argue an 88. You could argue an 89. I don't know how you could complain about a 9. Okay, you might be able to complain about a 90, but when you go with some of the guys that are an 89, hard to discuss. John Gibson not making that high of an overall, at least better than an 85. Number 2 on our list is none other than the young William Karlsson. Again, an 85 overall. This is a very common theme in this video. 85 overalls. I think EA's like, you know what? Not sure if you're good or bad. We'll just slap you with an 85. Seems like a common thing we got going on here. But 43 goals, 78 points. Let me show you something real quick. Let me go ahead and scroll on over to William Karlsson's stats. Where are the shooting stats? They are quite interesting looking here. All 88s across the board. We literally have to scroll down one player to Riley Smith, who has pretty much identical stats to William Karlsson for shooting stats, and he literally had half the goals William Karlsson did last season, and somehow he's got identical shooting stats. Fix William Karlsson's stats, and he's probably an 86, maybe an 87. 85 is pretty atrocious when Riley Smith's got the same shooting stats as you. How about we throw a little curveball in here? I hate doing young defensemen because EA is just so afraid to ever give a young defenseman a good overall. You have to play like 16 years in a league before EA is like, you know what? You can have a 90 overall as a defenseman, but we're going to do it anyway. We're going to throw Ivan Provorov in here. Why? Because the guy literally averaged 24 minutes on ice every single night last year. And he did it in front of Brian Elliott. I'm sorry, Brian Elliott is far from a good goalie with his 909 save percentage last season. And this was a playoff team. This guy was on the ice for nearly half the game. He was clearly doing something right. For a 21-year-old to be doing 24 minutes a night, that's impressive. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he doesn't deserve a high overall, but that's impressive. An 84 overall, though, that is not impressive. I don't know how Gostisbehere's got an 86. Provorov's got an 84. I mean, there's nothing against Gostisbehere, but maybe Provorov should be around that 86 as well. At least an 86. 84 is pretty disrespectful. Then moving back to our favorite overall, the 85 overall, we're back to Eric Staal. An 85 overall Eric Staal with, once again, ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous shooting stats. Again, 88s across the board for a 40-plus goal scorer. He's scored 70 goals in the last 2 seasons. Now, here's the thing. Eric Staal, for the last few seasons, he did play with Carolina. He did forget how to bury the biscuit in the back of the net. And I know how EA forgets to look at players' stats from the year before or the year before that, because sometimes, you know, when you make a new game every year, sometimes you just forget to look at the year before. And they might still think Eric Staal's on Carolina, which is understandable and okay, because he did play for Carolina for like 10 years. Maybe they just think he's washed up and didn't realize he put 42 goals in the back of the net last season, and you insisted on giving him mediocre shooting stats. Once again, you compare him to Michael Granlund, who again had half the amount of goals Eric Staal did, but only has 1 lower on his shooting stats. It doesn't make sense to me. Eric Staal got robbed. I don't care how old he is. Robbery. Eric Staal style. Speaking of highway robbery, the last time a rookie scored more than 85 points his rookie season was the year Alex Ovechkin was drafted. Let that sink in a little bit. Alex Ovechkin, Malkin, Crosby. It was that era. We seen Malkin drop 85 points. I know you can say what you want to say about players as of late missing games. At the end of the day, as a rookie, you stay healthy. You're staying healthy. You're doing something right. I know you can't always control injuries, but Mathew Barzal. They gave Mathew Barzal an 85 overall. The guy dropped 85 points. I know what you can say, he's 21 in a rookie. Well, so was Panarin. Panarin was, what, 24? He had 77 points. They gave Panarin an 86. They gave Matthews, I believe, was an 86. And I believe McDavid was somewhere between an 86 and an 88 after his rookie season. And there's absolutely no reason Mathew Barzal should be eating an 85 overall after dropping 85 points as a rookie. I understand EA doesn't like giving rookies lower overalls, but like I said, the Matthews, the McDavids, they had higher overalls. At least make me feel like you cared a little bit about Mathew Barzal this season and at least give him an 86 or an 87. Throwing Mathew Barzal in that pack of 85s with Jordan Eberle. Sorry, Jordan Eberle, you're not Mathew Barzal. Josh Bailey, you're not Mathew Barzal. Bailey's actually a pretty decent goal scorer, but you're still not Mathew Barzal. Mika Zibanejad, you're not Mathew Barzal. Matt Zuccarello, you're not Mathew Barzal. Okay, I'm done. You get the point, right? No, I'm not done. Matt Duchene has the same overall as Mathew Barzal. The man that just goes to teams and helps them tank is an 85 overall. He did have a pretty solid season this year for the games that he did play, to be fair. But those are my 5 worst player ratings for NHL 19. I'd love to hear some players I missed that you guys feel had some terrible ratings as well. There's obviously other guys out there. As always, though, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.